Yes, the answer to your question is yes. Have we made progress? Yes. Are we where we need to be or need to be? Probably not yet. One thing that's come across this, though, is we have started taking a more active role in working with the Omni reporting system. Unfortunately, the timing for us right now, being that we don't have a finance director, is we've been focusing and concentrating on our budget. The closeout of the fiscal year 06-07, the budget for 07-08, and we've all been pretty much extended to our limits. Carol and I have been working with staff both here at City Hall and Finance and Utilities in this report in trying to get more focus and concentrate on that. At the same token, working with our auditors, making sure that what they brought up to us last year through the management letter and through their pre-audit that we had in here 2 weeks ago is that we get that process going so that not only can we close the 06-07 year, but also when we start 07-08, which we just started, we start off basically with a clean slate. Are we making progress? Definitely. Are we where we need to be? Not at this moment. Can we be there? Definitely. I'm thinking that by December, January, the start of the calendar year, I think we're going to be in good shape. If not, definitely. We would like to bring in, and everybody could definitely help us. Okay?
Then I'll make this final comment and I'll drop it until January. Do I take it to mean then when we finally do get the staffing, i.e. the finance director and such, that we will take the time to dig up those old citations and dump them into the system?
We definitely look at it. You know, what exactly tickets there are, where they are. You know, granted, I'm still new in that area and I'm not familiar with everything that's up there, filing system and all the tickets, but we definitely will look at the whole picture. Anything and everything that needs to be recorded and submitted, we'll definitely.
I guess because of staff shortage, that's exactly why I don't understand why we're not taking the offer from Mr. Duncan, who indicated that he would spend as much time necessary to help augment us and to go through this process and to help train along the way. And we said, thanks, but no thanks.
And one thing we're working on that's priority for our auditors right now is to come up with an accounts receivable due to the city in that sense. We've got a 266-page document, pages of nothing but citations on the tickets that we have in the system, both MMI and Cardinal. Out of that, the ladies have worked on, and Carol mentioned them all, out of the 266 pages, we're down to the 43 remaining pages. A lot of those are showing up not only in MMI, but also showing Cardinal. And those that have a dual signing on it, we're closing out one, the Cardinal, put it into MMI. So at the end of this research that we're doing for our auditors is we'll have a complete list of all of those on MMI, those that we kept and retained in the Cardinal. So at the end, we'll have a dollar amount of receivables all through the city on every ticket as far as I know. Okay.
But I hate to be with Ernest says it's right.
I did a little research on this company as well. I think they first came in here to visit with the county in regards to this. Is this correct?
But they're not a company.
What's that?
They're not a company. They're an agency that was set up by the Supreme Court Justice. Actually,
But they did come and visit with the county.
Correct.
And the county has failed to even bring them on board. And I asked why, and I couldn't really.
Actually, they implemented their program.
No, they didn't. According to the county attorney, they didn't. I visited with the county attorney myself. So it has not been implemented at the county level. So I know that's where it all started because I remember you telling me that they showed up at the courthouse and that's when you found out about this.
Correct.
So the county has not implemented that program.
We can debate that.
I have one final question. The auditors, what exactly are they going to be doing? Reconciling exactly what is outstanding?
That is our understanding, yes. Last year, or the last year's management letter for the 05-06, correct me if I'm wrong.
Right. No, you're right.
There was an item there whereby it accounted for approximately over $700,000 owed to the city in outstanding citations. And out of that, I believe they were looking at approximately about 25% that was actually collectible or owed to the city. And now that they've been here, this is their second year, this is one of the areas that they want to focus on, make sure that we know what it is, just like it is in utilities, that is owed to the city. So they're doing a more in-depth research and/or analysis of every ticket to find out what is owed to the city or could possibly be owed as they receive
Let me
it.
ask you a question. Is there a statute of limitation to this?
Mayor, I don't know very well.
The cases already been filed, there's no statute of limitations.
And you're gonna be directly in charge. My understanding, according to the new charge, you're gonna be directly in charge of the
I'll
clerks?
be working with them, yes, sir.
Okay, you're gonna be,
We
you're gonna,
got them coming in, the auditors, again, October the 22nd. We're trying to gather all this information for them by that time. If things keep going the way we think they are, we could possibly be done with all the reporting by the end of this week, maybe very early next week, if all goes, if we get a pitch. But we are working real closely with them, with the auditors. Mr. Harold just visited with Eli, I visited with Ruben. They feel comfortable with what we're doing. Hopefully the outcome here will be what it is that we need for our city.
And in that total, are they going to include or attempt to include some number based on those 22,000 that have never been magistrated? For whatever reason.
you mean adjudicated?
Correct.
We're still working on it, and I know we've done that.
The 22,000, I'm not real sure.
That was their estimate based on the years that have been provided to them, adding them up as they went along.
Who's that split with that?
That was the city is required, as is the county, to provide an annual documentation of their dispositions. And if you take each of the fiscal years in question and you add up the number of citations that were issued to the court and the number that were disposed of, the differential each year, and you add them up, it came out to somewhere in the neighborhood of 22,000.
Let me ask Carmen just a minute. We had 266 pages, and about how many were listed per page?
They were right about 60. We were looking at about 15,000 tickets that collectors have been working on for the last week and a half. After hours, weekend, and again, you saw the other tickets. But we were looking at approximately 15,000.
So we're headed the right direction, is what you're telling me. And it all lies on you now.
But let me go a little further on that. Joe's doing a great job. He really is.
First meeting in January,
Better motion.
in the form of a motion.
Sorry. Okay, Councilman Yeakel makes a motion, or you made it? Okay, and second by Councilman Quiroga. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passed unanimously. Proceed to item 10.